Hey folks, Beginner Bob here again, and I'm back for another project. This one's a little different. This one is a personal favorite of mine, and I wanted to share it with all of you guys and gals. This is a project, this is going to take me a while, probably a year, but I'm going to try and do some video segments along the way to show you the progress that I'm doing. And again, this is my first time doing this type of project. So from a beginner Bob standpoint, this is truly my first time doing any of this. However, I want to show you what I got going on. I ended up buying a 1929 Model A Ford, and it's a lifelong project that I've wanted. So here's what we're looking at right now. Here is the 29 Model A, and it's in pretty good condition. I have stripped it down a little bit already, but when I purchased this, I purchased it on eBay, and it's a good car. Has the original motor and transmission in it. It does have the original fenders. I have those already taken off, and they're sitting on the floor over there. I'll probably end up selling those. The interior wise, everything was stripped out already, but we have the steering wheel, transmission, and body wise, it was actually in pretty good condition. The only thing I've really done so far, and I know I've stripped it down a little bit, but I had to get some body work done on it. So this upper section up here was actually caved in about 2 inches, may have been in a rollover 50 or 60 years ago. So I've got all that hammered out, and it's straight to the point where I'm satisfied. I've taken out a few dings here and there. I've taken off some of the inner door panels and the back panels for the windows, and I'm going to be redoing those because I'm getting some windows that'll be put in. This is going to be a rat rod job, so I will end up chopping the roof, and right now I'm estimating about a 5-inch chop, maybe a 6-inch, but I haven't determined that yet. There were some missing parts on it, so the above the door panels that are like these right here, I had to purchase those, and they're sitting in the back right here. I've had to straighten a few things, so some of the beams that support the body I had to remove and straighten and then put back in. Other than that, I'm loving the way the car is turning out. It's got a couple bullet holes in it, which I'm going to keep. And on this side, I think there's a bullet hole in the door right here. It's kind of nice, little aesthetics that's going on. Overall, I love how the car is for me. It's probably one of the best ones I've seen in a long time. So I'm excited about this. In the meantime, what I have been doing is I have been buying parts. So during the purchase, the gentleman actually gave me another front cowling, another extra window, so I have extra parts for that. I purchased an old steering wheel, I purchased a brake system, a front end suspension, a lot of different stuff going on. I've got my tires here already, so I'm putting 20-inch on the back and 16 on the front. These are from Coker. My wheels are on the way, but it sounds like from Coker they're going to be about 6 months out. Anyway, those are going to be going on there. They are Narrows. I kind of like the look of Narrows, and since this is going to be a rat rod, it will be chopped, and I am going to channel it over the frame. Now, as far as the frame goes, this is the original Model A frame. It is a kind of a C-channel style frame. I could have boxed that in and stiffen it up. I would have had to done a lot of work to it. It is bent in the front and it is bent in the back, and that's what caused from the rollover. So as a first time, I am going to personally build my own frame. With this frame, I'm going to possibly Z the front end, so it's going to raise the front up here so that my front suspension will allow the whole body of the car to drop lower. I'm going to be doing what's called a suicide front end. So the actual suspension, as you see underneath here, will actually be on the outside or towards the front, and it will be exposed, which is known as the suicide front end. As far as the back, like I said, I'm going to be channeling it over the frame, but to get the 20-inch wheel up higher into this wheel well, obviously I have to cut up into the wheel well, and I'm going to Z that frame up into there. So it'll be a 2-seater with a little bench top, because that rear end is going to be sitting right in here somewhere. It's going to be a fun project. I'm having fun with it already. One of the things that I did do is I actually purchased on Craigslist a small block 350. So this was actually fully dressed out. The gentleman I bought it from took it out of a 1988 Chevy truck, and I brought it home, and I am currently stripping it down to the bare block. So the reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to make sure that everything was good. All the pistons will be replaced. So I have the pistons over here. In a couple of the bearings, there's some scratches on the journal bearings. So I just wanted to make sure that the engine was going to be really good. So it had 145,000 miles on it. However, because I'm going to do the complete teardown, I'm going to have a machine shop deck it. I'm going to have them hone the bore on both the cam and the crank. I'm going to have them put in all the water plugs here and just clean the whole thing so that I can paint it and rebuild it myself. This is a first time build for me, so as we go along, I'm sure a lot of people that watch this are going to tell me how many things I did wrong, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But it is, you know, first time for everything. I'm sure I'm going to make some mistakes, but I'm going to be very meticulous about how I'm building this and what I'm doing so that I don't screw this engine up too bad and it forces me to buy a new engine. For the record, this is a 4-bolt main small block Chevy, which is great. I was surprised it was a 4-bolt. The 4-bolt main is where you actually have 4 bolts across the crank here versus 2, which is also known as a 2-bolt main. So it is a stronger block. I'm not planning on doing anything big with the engine as far as horsepower. I'll probably put a new cam in it. Right now, I think this current engine, just the way it sits, was putting out about 290 horsepower. With a new cam and some heads, I may jump that up to like 330 horsepower, but we'll see. I'm debating on that. Right now, I just want to get it taken apart, cleaned up, throw all the excess away that I don't need. I am keeping some of the stuff that I do need, so I have the heads right over here, and I've got some of the other parts from the engine itself. So I have all that. And I'm going to keep some stuff that I may need, and just, you know, whatever I need, I'll have. And then I'll be able to drop this in to my new frame with the new chopped body and channeled over the frame. So this is going to be exciting for me. Anyway, that's the update. I hope you guys are following along. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more of these shows. And by all means, comment if you'd like. I love just hearing some comments back from people. And you can just follow along with me. This is Beginner Bob, so this is what this show is all about. I'm just a regular guy who got off my butt and tried some new things. And this is by far one of the biggest projects I have ever taken on. And I'm enjoying the idea to invite you along so that you can watch how I do it. So anyway, that's it for now. You'll see some more episodes coming up as I go, and be patient. It's going to be probably about a 1-year-long process, but we're going to have fun along the way. All right, well, that's all I got for now, and I'll catch you up on the next segment when I'm ready to go. Take care, everybody. Bye.